Hello, this is Broyar, and welcome back to another episode of our Let's Play for F1 Manager 24 as we continue our dominating run here with our creative team, Broyar Racing. Up next, we got Hungary in 11 days, so that should be a good one. Let's see, we got some post-race stuff, nothing really to worry about. Regulation vote, sporting changes. More gearboxes, more air. You know what? I'm actually in favor of that. Helps me design more stuff. Driver tension, okay. I guess we'll arrange a meeting here. And then we do need to swap around the front wing. That's fine. What do we manufacture right now? We still got quite a few days on some of these parts. All will be good. Actually, the front wing here, we might actually have to swap out to... Yeah, you've only got one of those. We actually have to go all the way down to this one, which would not be great. I don't know if we're going to be able to get one of these done in time. Although we should have enough of these done. Yeah, actually, we can even do this. We can do that on car 2. This on car 1. And we'll definitely have enough of those for car 2 and potentially both cars before the next race. All right, I like that. All right, car parts. Put this on both cars. We are designing another underfloor right now, so I guess we'll hold off on anything else there. So chassis. Got 2 here. Still making chassis? We're not. Are we designing chassis in 1 day? So in 1 day we'll be able to get some more chassis. I think we'll just leave it like this. Yeah, I think this is fine. Rear wing. We might want to split these up just so we have a spare for a little bit. Although we could make some more. We're designing rear wing. We are designing rear wing as well in 4 days. So yeah. A lot of this stuff's coming up in designs here soon. Maybe I don't stress it too much. Yeah, I think we're going to be fine. I don't think there's anything I need to design or build right now because the things that I would want to build are actually coming up from design here soon to be able to get us a better part anyway. In fact, there's a chassis right there. We'll go ahead and make a compare of those. I mean, they're not going to be done in time for this next race, but... all is good with that. And we can design another part because why not at this point? I think we will go ahead and do the suspension. All right, what do we actually want to do here? I mean, I don't want to lose any low speed. If I can help it. Love to gain some high speed though. Something like that maybe. Gain a bunch of high speed. Get a little bit of tire preservation, gets us back first there. Doesn't lose anything across the board here. I mean, technically loses a little bit on that. So maybe if I really wanted to, I could bump this up. Just so we don't actually technically lose anything there. Very, very, very minorly losing some low speed, but that's probably okay. Look at that. I think losing 0.01. Nah, I think this is fine. We'll cut the high speed just a smidge there, and I think that'll be fine. Still getting 4 spots in top speed. Technically not doing anything for number 1 car, but that's all right. I mean, presumably this is still just a better part, right? Yeah, it's still a better part. Maybe not by a lot because we're already a very fast car. I think this is good though. We got 1 engineer, that's it. Okay. 33 days. Yeah, we'll have it done in time for Monza. That should be okay. Alright, everything's full. Looks like we are going to have more gearboxes in ERS next year, although it's not going to matter for us. Alright, so we would love to manufacture some of those. We can't. Oh, wait a minute. Remember, we can. I was wrong. So we will grab a couple of these. Do we just want to grab 2? To start off with? I guess we'll just grab 2 for now. If we feel like, depending on how the design works, we might do 2 more after that. Oh man, I guess we'll do another rear wing. Speed. Probably drag reduction at this point. But yeah, let's just kind of play it off over here. I mean, really nothing's going to change much over here, to be fair. And we don't really need DRS delta. Again, if we're in the lead, we don't need DRS. Top speed would be great. We don't need high speed at all. I mean, dirty air tolerance, it's nice to just have, to not be negative, but I mean, I think top speed is just, we want more top speed. We want to be even faster. I think that's really what, honestly, is it just going to be a top speed run thing here? Is that really all we're going to do here? I think that's all we're going to do here. We're still gaining a little bit of these. We're losing a little bit of dirty air. Maybe we bump those up enough that we don't technically lose any here. It's still a positive part. And maybe gain less there, but so at least it's still positive across the board, right? I think that's fine. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So this is a 3-day part to build. We're already at 44. I mean, I doubt we can get it down to 35, right? Never mind, we can. All right, I mean, that's a very expensive part to design. So we actually have enough of these for both cars. That works. We do have the first and second place car. Our top speed's pretty high. I mean, dirty air tolerance again. We're kind of, I mean, I'm not ignoring it. I was trying to bump it up in a few spots, but it's just not going to matter because of where we're at. As long as we're ranked the first and second car, I'm okay with that. Obviously, I think your top speed is probably because of your engine, I assume. In fact, if we were just to swap out your engine, would that fix that? No, it doesn't. Huh. And that's on both. I mean, you are down to that. Okay, that is 0.84 kilometers. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's on both. That's on both. That's on both. We just put this other chassis on you and just run it. I guess so. Alright, so now they're identical cars, so it doesn't really matter. So I guess the engine doesn't come into play. It was really based off of everything else. Cool. I'm okay with that. Right, side pod design being completed. Now we got more things than we can manufacture at the moment. We'll have suspension done in a couple days and the rear wing, so that'll help. I mean, do we just keep going down the line with all these other things? What are we like the lowest on? Again, besides dirty air tolerance, which we don't really care about. Funny just to focus purely on dirty air tolerance, just so we can be first and across everything. Kind of tempted to, just because why not at this point? That's sensitivity? Yeah. What if we just literally drop this down? Got a dirty air tolerance one. We still want to bump that up to there so we get a couple races out of it. And then the only other thing I'd want to do with this would be bump some other things up just so enough so that we don't technically lose any points on those other bits, if at all possible. But then we just don't get as much dirty air tolerance from it. Now we really just don't get enough. I don't think this drops. It does drop us a point. Okay, so let's just bump that up so we don't lose. Never mind, we are going to... mean, it still bumps us a bunch of dirty air. Technically loses a little bit of high speed, which is not maybe ideal. But I'd rather lose high speed on the front wing than anything. Still bumps us up 13 slots on the dirty air, so we're still getting 5%. I mean, it's not amazing. But lose a little bit of tire preservation, which I don't know if we want to bother with that or not. I think that's fine. Okay. I gotta remember losing one spot just means we get down to our other car. And gaining 13 spots of... Yeah, this is actually, I think this can be a fine part. Just because I want to try to be first in everything. Not that it matters. We want to get 2 in time for Monza. Then we need to get this part in 38 days, which we're at 37. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, that's all that. We just finished. Oh, we're about to finish the submissions. Okay. That's all good. Yeah, race targets. 4th sounds good. 1st sounds great.
Welcome to the beautiful...
At least the rain's only on qualifying. Should be good for race itself. This is a downforce circuit, so the engine is, you know, a little bit less important here. Run this engine into the ground at this point. Alright, I'll do practice and I'll bring you guys back for qualifying. Alright, we're back. 100% and 97%. Not too bad. It is rainy. Here's the bad thing. I still don't really want to run good parts even in qualifying in the rain. But we're going to want the good parts for the race. Although it is a downforce circuit. We could probably get by with the lesser parts. Because top speed's not going to matter as much. We will kind of need to put on this thing though, unfortunately. And then over here. Yeah, we're just going to run this engine. I think it's going to be fine for this race. More important to have the downforce, which we have a lot of. So we're going to be good. Alright, we're going to try this. We'll see what the race looks like once we get in there. Okay, let's go. Or what the track looks like is what I meant to say. We're going to have any dry spots. No, but it's going to be less wet down here. So maybe we just hold off for a little bit here. I think we more or less are going to be fine either way though. I'll be running out to about 13 minutes left and we'll just send them out for a stint here. Don't think it being a little bit dry is going to make that much difference. At some point we just want a stint in the books. He's actually pretty far behind her. I don't think we need to run him out again, though. We definitely don't need to run her out again, obviously, right? But I think he'll be okay. I mean, these guys would have to make up a full second to pass him at this point. Usually in the rain, these guys don't run out too many more times, so I think we're going to be fine just sitting here. Almost got dry enough there at the end. Not quite. Alright, that was good enough. More enters. We're just going to run our used tires again, like we usually do. Because it doesn't really matter. Alright, what we got here? Yeah, it's just nothing's going to change. So, I mean, honestly, we might as well just run them out right now. Because it's only going to get wetter. All right, 0.2 seconds behind her. That's much, much better. I think we can just sit here and be happy with that. Even if they drop down a little bit, I doubt it's going to be much.
There's a yellow flag now.
Signs is still very fast car. Driver and car. I mean, we are dominating the field, and he's not, not necessarily miles behind us. You know, it's crazy. Looks like we're running enters again. All right, let's go. We'll send this out right away. I'm not even gonna look. I just want to get a stint in the books. And then we'll make it a judgment call on whether or not we can run out with, nah, it's just going to be enters twice. Part of me says don't risk it. I'm going to put on another set of enters. Anyway, I don't know that we're going to risk it. If Signs goes out again, we might have to. With Fernandez, but if he doesn't, then I'm not going to worry about it. Obviously, there's no point running the engine down, risking anything. Yeah, we're going to be fine. Nobody else is running. Stroll didn't run? What? Weird. I guess if you're happy with being 10th, you don't have to risk anything, I suppose. That's how that works. Yeah, I guess so. She actually got 119 in Q1. His best was 127.75, but and then these guys actually Science's best was that last one. But I mean we were the only ones in 120s besides that one run from him. So we are still very fast cars, even with our not necessarily top tier engines and gearbox and everything else in between. Alright, finally a good proper race here. I'm very excited about this. Because we've had that rainy race was not my favorite. Honestly, I don't have any specific reason to change anything from these setups. I'm very much okay with both of those. I mean, the only thing that would need to change is, which has already taken place, is when they pit, and they're already pitting separate from each other.
Back, everyone.
So, as always, what we want to do is we want to gap the group and then basically have him tuck in behind her, and that's just the way we're going to run it.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
There's Signs right there. We should be able to cut Signs off of there. Alright, we want him to not fight her. Just tuck in behind her and just run this out here. Goodness, she's so fast. She is so ridiculously fast. Oh my goodness. The world. All right, let's go ahead and drop them both down to aggressive here. And still on her tail, unfortunately. If we get DRS here in a moment, he's going to be able to stay there. Yeah, he's right on her tail, unfortunately. This is going to be a tough battle with him right there. In fact, he might be battling Fernandez quite a bit here. Fernandez is in a faster car, no doubt. But Sainz probably pushing just enough to stay there. Hopefully he dies off soon as far as how much he can push. But Fernandez is going to be pulling him. Thankfully, there's not that much DRS on this track, right? There's just a little bit down here, and then the windy bits up here. Maybe we can lose him. Also a very good chance we just lose him in the pits once we kind of start doing the pit stop stuff.
Now we've got an incident here, and as I understand it, George Russell's involved.
I mean, there's a 5% difference between our tires, so Sainz is starting to burn through his tires. He might hit some of those. Actually, that's probably the big thing, is when he hits some of these plateaus. I think there's one at 70%. Is the first one, I believe. He'll slow down a little bit compared to us. Yeah, he's already starting to slow down a bit. Fernandez can catch back up with Ibanez, then we'd be really solid here. We could intentionally slow Ibanez down and let him catch up. Might not be a bad idea. Actually, she's still faster than him. That's crazy. She's just so fast. It is crazy. All right, we're never gonna. He's not gonna catch up with her. It's just not gonna happen. Let's just settle it here. Wow. I mean, she is the best driver in the world right now, so I guess that's what happens. You might have mostly identical cars, but at some point, it really does just come down to the driver, doesn't it? He's still on his pit line, which is good. A lot of people pitting in right now, actually. Means they're going to be pretty fast coming through here in a bit, but we'll be fine. Let us get his pit stop done. We can go ahead and have him attack, push, and deploy. You might be able to, I mean, him catching here is not going to make that much difference, but why not? If nothing else, what we wanted him to do is really just push through this so that he has a better chance of being still in front of Sainz when he comes out of his pit. Need to get pit stop here. Sainz is coming. Wouldn't surprise me if we stay behind Sainz, but if we're in a good set of tires, it's going to be close. Sainz going to be right on our tail, but we should be fine. Yeah, we should be good. Let's go back to top up. Oh, she needs to pit. It's a lap early, but that's okay. Got more left on her mediums and hards in a little bit anyway. And, sorry, wrong one. You're good. Just go ahead and attack and push and deploy. Just to get a little something here. Shave off a little bit of time there.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Come on. 1-9 for her. Not bad, not bad. Be right in front of us. Actually, this will let us catch up a little bit. Go back to top up. Not much though. She's still very fast. Hopefully we can push here soon. I'm not really getting temperature in the tire right now. But the track is pretty warm, so we should be getting the right temperature here in a bit. I would think. What is the temperature for mediums? 90? I mean, we're draining our fuel, but I'm not super concerned about that. Not 90. Wow, we are having real trouble putting some temperature in these. The hards are going to be impossible to put temperature in, it looks like. That's going to mess up our strategy. This is not 90. There we go, 91. I'm actually going to go aggressive. We're going to drop from push. We don't need that anymore. We will go ahead and deploy, though. We can just catch up with her. That'll be fine. Oh, is it full on car? Okay. That's terrible. Because it means everybody gets to catch up with us. Alright, that's fine.
And yes, we have. We've had a crash. What happened there?
Ouch. Well, oh, full on red? Oh, that's even worse. %5 chance of rain, but it should be fine. I mean, I guess we go back out on softs. We got plenty of softs in the bank. We should be able to run softs to the hards because we ran our medium. Like we only need to run two compounds, right? One of these. So we can go back to softs here. That's gonna be fine. And we'll just finish on hards later, I guess. These resets are actually really bad for us.
All drivers have taken their positions again. Once more, they're ready to race. And it's lights out, and away we go.
We're actually one of the few that came out on soft, so... Are other people thinking they can run their hards all the way to the end? Maybe if you baby them, but there's not enough temperature in the track to do that, I don't think. I mean, Red Bull might get past us here at the beginning, but it doesn't look like he will, actually. If he had, it wouldn't have been that big of a deal, because we are on much softer compounds. Any chance of rain messing everything up? No. I guess for the sake of our engines, we don't actually want to push them the entire rest of the race. But although this might actually be the last time we run these engines, no matter what happens, so it might not matter. We actually are down to 50% over here. think it's time to just settle in. We'll run our race here. Signs has a mechanical fault. Oh, wow. At least it's just a virtual safety car.
2 secs. There's been a crash.
This will drop you down to balance for the rest of the race. I don't need to push your already semi-damaged engine any more than we have to. And honestly, we might as well do the same thing for you. There's no point. Keep the temperature in these softs. We actually might drop these down to light here. Oh, I say that. She's not able to keep the temperature in them right now. That might just be from the virtual safety car though. He can stay on light because he's right behind her, so he's getting a little bit of temperature bleed from her. She's gonna have to stay up there, I think. We just lost DRS, unfortunately. Not super worried about it, though. Well, that may mean he actually need to go back to the standard for him as well, because now he's not getting her temperature bleed off. These guys gonna be able to run the rest of the... I don't think so, right? There's no way those guys on hards will be able to run the rest of the race. Unless they really baby their tires. Signs is coming though. He is not giving up. Actually, the whole field is not giving up yet. But again, we're not really pushing anything. I'm sure they're pushing engines like crazy, all sorts of things. We'll have to pit soonish. Guess we'll pit her first. We'll just go ahead and do a lap where we're attacking full out. Let's just get her in here on her hards. Hopefully he can make it one more lap here. I think he can. I mean, we could have pit him at the same time, but I don't think it was necessary. Alright, so she is behind them. So if they don't pit again, she's gonna have to... She's got some ground to catch up, right? But I assume they're gonna have to pit. And even if they don't, her tire... I mean, Piastri's definitely going to. Signs... I would be shocked if he doesn't. But again, she's on better tires, so she's gonna be able to catch them, pass them. Not a big deal. That was a terrible pit for him, unfortunately.
Having an issue in the pits.
Temperature, we can go aggressive for at least until we finish the deploy. We can stay on the engine, that's fine. She's going to swing right past signs here and not be a problem at all. Same kind of thing here, go aggressive, go deploy, stay on the engine. All right, go back, top up, settle back in. Just settle on the engine. That's gonna be fine. And again, I mean, there's no, yeah, he has to pit, so we're gonna basically be a full pit stop ahead of him, which is great. Exactly what you want to see. I'm sure we'll make it to the end here. There goes signs. And there we go. Full pit stop ahead of him. Perfect. He's actually out on softs. I guess he can make softs to the end, but he can't push him very hard. I mean, is he really going to be... I mean... Yashu's about to pit himself. Like, I don't know. Some of these guys are making some weird pit stop decisions, in my opinion, but we'll find out. I mean, he's going to shave off some of the time, but he can't shave off much. We actually just see this mechanical fault. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. Well, whatever. Oh, he's dropping now. Or is he out? He's out. Well, then never mind. We don't have to worry about him at all. Well, that's actually going to help Fernandez catch him. In fact, I think he passes him on drivers now if Sign's not going to get any points. Oh, yeah, our powertrains are, you know, they're in the yellow, but just barely. So I think we're going to be fine here. Crazy how fast Ibanez is. Again, these are basically identical cars. And she's just so fast. I don't think anything's going to change here at the end. We'll just speed up through these last few laps. Get it done. Oh, we lost fastest lap. What's not a running softs? I doubt either one of them can get fastest lap here at the end. We can try. We don't need battle assist if we're going to go for fastest lap. I don't think either of them gets it. She got a purple there. Not without some help. Oh, she did get it. Never mind. I stand corrected. On hard, she got a fastest lap. 16? Oh, okay. 116 on hards is impressive. Alright, well then we don't need anything else. Just settle back down again. I mean, I can't imagine anybody's topping a 116 because nobody was topping 116s in qualifying, so... She's pretty locked in on that one, I'm pretty confident of. Tennis. Good stuff. Gasly was actually got into the 116s. I'm surprised by that. Oh, no, Tsunoda did get into 116s. Okay, I stand corrected. That's right. It was raining in qualifying. That's why we were getting 118s, I think. So yeah, 26 and 18. So we are first and second in drivers. So he did pass him by 3 points. Perfect. And of course, constructors, we are just dominate. We're going to be double points ahead of Red Bull here soon. We only got one in the DHL, but I mean, we're still pretty high of that as well. All in all, very, very good. That's how you do that. I mean, the board's got to be extremely happy with us. All right, we're going to put a cut in there. When we come back, we got Belgium coming up next. I do appreciate you guys watching, though. May God bless you, and I hope you join me again next time. Thank you, and goodbye. I wanted to give a special shout out to the following channel members. Thank you so much for supporting the channel.